The India-Pakistan conflict continues to escalate. Pakistan launched a swarm of drones at India on 9th May for the second night in a row. On 7th May, India had thwarted Pakistani attacks on 15 places. On 8th May came the big escalation. Pakistan launched 300 to 400 Turkish-made drones at India. All of these were shot down by the Indian Armed Forces. Last night, Pakistan launched drone strikes in 26 locations along India's northern and western frontier. Indian Army repelled most of these drones. India has also responded by striking key Pakistani military bases through the course of last night. And it has also destroyed terror launch pads in Pakistan. Pakistan, on its part, still continues to target places of worship in India, like the Shambhu temple and several residential areas in Jammu as well. The Ministry of Defense said multiple armed drones have been sent through the night, endangering civilians and religious sites. Hello and welcome, I'm Shubham Chauhan, and here are the official and credible updates from the India-Pakistan conflict that we can offer you at this point. A fresh wave of Pakistani attacks were foiled by India last night. These attacks by Pakistan were codenamed Operation Bunyan-un-Marsoos. It's drawn from a Quranic verse meaning unbreakable wall. Drones, Pakistani drones, were seen across Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat. The locations include Baramulla, Srinagar, Avantipura, Nagrota, Jammu, Firozpur, Pathankot, Fazilka, Lalgarh Jatta, Jaisalmer, Barmer, Bhuj, Kuwarbet and Lakhinala. These Pakistani drones, like I said, were seen at these locations, and these drones targeted civilian and military targets. As Islamabad unleashed these drones, air raid sirens went off and blackouts were imposed. Then India's air defense systems swung into action. Most of these drones were intercepted. However, in Punjab's Firozpur, an armed drone fell down. This led to 3 civilians being injured in this strike. The injured, who have received burn injuries, have been admitted to a local hospital and are reported to be doing well. At around 5 a.m. this morning, multiple armed drones were seen flying over Khasa Cant in Amritsar. These were destroyed by India's air defense units. The Indian Army posted about it on social media platform X, saying it will thwart all enemy designs. India's Foreign and Defence Ministry held a briefing just a short while back, giving more details. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri was flanked by Colonel Sophia Qureshi and Wing Commander Vyomika Singh. Colonel Qureshi pointed out that health facilities and schools in Srinagar, Avantipura and Udhampur were targeted. The armed forces said Pakistan attacked Indian air bases in Udhampur, Pathankot, Bhatinda, Bhuj and Adampur. The armed forces also said that Pakistani forces used high-speed missiles at approximately 1:40 a.m. to strike the Punjab Air Base in India. Some physical damage to military equipment and personnel injuries have been confirmed, but all threats have been tackled appropriately by the Indian Armed Forces. In the press briefing this morning, India also busted Pakistani propaganda. Islamabad claimed that Indian air bases were heavily damaged, and so was our S-400 defense system. Both Colonel Qureshi and Wing Commander Singh showed images of air bases of military facilities which were absolutely intact, and said that info on our S-400 being damaged is absolutely fake.
जहां पर इंडियन आर्मी के वेपन्स एलओसी पर पाक के एसेट्स को ध्वस्त करते नजर आ रहे हैं। स्क्रीन में आप देख सकते हैं इस वीडियो को।
And Rajasthan sector, where it is mighty clear that we are debunking the Pakistani claims of causing destruction at these air bases. You can yourself see the normalcy in these air force stations. This is Sirsa, Suratgarh. The runways are intact. There are also time pads, just notice, they are also time stamped. This is today.
Now let's come to India's response. India began its countermeasures under Operation Sindoor early morning. Precision airstrikes were launched against Pakistani command centers, radar installations, and technical infrastructure. India's briefing confirmed the targets. These included 6 military bases, and these bases are the Noor Khan base in Rawalpindi's Chakala camp, which is not too far away from the Pakistani Army headquarters. Next is Murid in Chakwal, Rafiq in Shorkot, Rahim Yar Khan, Sukur, and Chunian. These were the military bases that India precisely struck. Radar sites in Pasrur and an aviation base in Sialkot was also targeted successfully by India. New Delhi said that the strikes were precisely aimed and designed to avoid collateral damage. India also said that Pakistan was also moving its troops to forward areas along the international border in a clear sign of escalation. India's armed forces said they were in a high state of operational readiness.
Along the line of control also, Pakistan has attempted multiple air intrusions using drones and conducted shelling using heavy caliber RT guns, targeting civilian infrastructure and killing some civilians. Heavy exchange of artillery mortars and small arms fire in Kupwara, Baramulla, Poonch, Rajouri and Aknoor sectors continued. Indian Army has responded effectively and proportionately, causing extensive damage to Pakistan Army. Pak military has been observed to be moving their troops into forward areas, indicating offensive intent to further escalate the situation. Indian armed forces remain in a high state of operational readiness. All hostile actions have been effectively countered and responded appropriately. Indian armed forces reiterate their commitment to non-escalation, provided it is reciprocated by the Pakistan military. At the end, I would also like to show you a few images of Air Force bases in the Punjab sector and Rajasthan sector, where it is mighty clear that we are debunking the Pakistani claims of causing destruction at these.
Post this briefing, the Indian Army also provided another key update on X. It said it has destroyed multiple terrorist launch pads located near the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir. A video footage of the precision strikes conducted on Friday was shared. The Indian Army said these terror launch pads were the hub for planning and executing terror attacks against Indian civilians and security forces in the past. On the diplomatic front, the Group of 7 countries, or G7, urged India and Pakistan to engage in dialogue and cool down tensions. The G7 consists of Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United Kingdom, the US, and also the European Union. Taking the lead is the United States. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio spoke to Pakistan Army Chief Asim Munir this morning. The US State Department said Rubio offered US assistance in starting constructive talks in order to avoid future conflicts. Marco Rubio in recent days has also spoken to India's Foreign Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and his deputy Ishaq Dar. But a direct call by the US Secretary of State with the Pakistani Army Chief underlines the open secret in Pakistan, that it is the army that calls the shots. Rubio spoke to India's S. Jaishankar today as well. The latter reiterated India's stance that New Delhi's response has always been measured and responsible. Like we've been saying, this is a developing story and we will be getting you all the updates only after filtering it out from our end to ensure that the most credible information reaches you here on HW News English. That's all we have for this report. Stay tuned to our channel for future updates and thanks for watching.